Steve Harvey's rise to fame as a comedian and TV host was not an easy journey. Despite his desire to be on television, the college dropout and entrance salesman from the hood faced numerous obstacles, including a stuttering problem. His first attempt at stand-up comedy resulted in a $50 prize and a decision to quit his job, much to the dismay of his wife Marcia, who was left to provide for their twin daughters. Steve struggled financially as a comedian and made only $3,000 in his first year. The couple eventually divorced in 1994, and Steve's relationship with his daughters suffered greatly. In today's video, we'll be discussing what Steve Harvey has to say about leaving his first wife and kids homeless. If you're interested, keep on watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we post. Steve Harvey and his first wife Marcia initially met at a mutual friend's reception party where Steve was working as an entrance salesman. The chemistry between them was instant, leading to their marriage on Valentine's Day in 1981. The couple welcomed twin daughters, Brandy and Carly, in 1982. However, Marcia might not have taken enough time to get to know Steve's true character, as their relationship quickly deteriorated. Steve, who was initially a good entrance salesman, changed completely once he started earning more money. He won $50 during his first performance and began spending his nights at comedy clubs while Marcia stayed home with her children. Over time, he became increasingly distant from his family, prioritizing his career over them. Despite their rocky marriage, Marcia and Steve had a son named Broderick Harvey Jr. However, just like his sisters, Broderick never had a close relationship with his father until he was 16, which had a profound impact on him. In an interview, he said, "I didn't really have my dad full-time into my life until I was 16. Inevitably, Marcia had reached a breaking point and filed for divorce in 1994, taking sole responsibility for their 13-year-old twin daughters and 2-year-old son. Steve went as far as to refuse to provide child support, and to make matters worse, he cheated on Marcia multiple times. He even stated a relationship with his second wife, Mary Lee, while still married to Marcia, causing her to suffer a familiar fate as Marcia. Steve repeated the same pattern with his third wife, Marjorie, leaving Mary feeling abandoned, just like Marcia. When I think about how quickly he moved forward from me to Marjorie, oh, that was disturbing," Mary claimed. It's been said that Marjorie once made a call to Steve's private, unlisted number and pretended to inquire about a job application at a suit company. Mary answered the phone, and this was one of the events that confirmed Steve's infidelity and the state of their fragile marriage. Mary discovered a plethora of emails, text messages, and other information that convicted her that Steve was cheating on her. She believed that the least he could have done was to make amends after the divorce, but instead he left without a word. Once he realized that Mary was going to file for divorce, he packed his bags and headed to their apartment in New York, where Marjorie joined him. Mary never got the chance to see that apartment. Mary shared a common experience with Steve's first wife, and both were abandoned by him. After the divorce, Mary found herself cut off from the lavish lifestyle she had enjoyed while she was with Steve. She even found that the designers who once begged her to wear their fashion designs no longer answered her calls. In fact, she went as far as creating a couple of YouTube videos in which she exposed Steve and even accused him and Marjorie of kidnapping her son. Steve's intention towards his first wife, Marcia, were never good. He once saw Marjorie at a comedy club in Memphis while he was still married to Marcia. When Marjorie walked in late while he was performing, he addressed her with some memorable words. Although he was still very much married to Marcia in 1987, when Steve first met Marjorie, he told her, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna marry her." This incident could have been seen as evidence of cheating or proof that he was already having issues with Marcia. It appears that Steve and Marcia's marriage came to an end due to irreconcilable differences. However, Steve's decision to abandon his family, including 3 kids, was a despicable act. To add insult to injury, during one of his show's episodes, he attempted to justify his actions by saying that he was trying to find himself. According to him, he was too young at the age of 25 when he had twins to make a sound decision. But many people disagreed with his reasoning, as it was Marcia who was left to raise their children alone while he pursued his dreams. If Marcia had also opted to leave to find herself, what would have happened to their children? Steve claimed that his children eventually forgave him for leaving them and admitted in an interview with a magazine years later that his children said, Dad, we didn't understand why you left us, but we know now you had to go. You just don't belong to us. You belong to the world. Well, this was emotional for Steve. People still accuse him of treating Marcia's children unfairly, claiming that he favors his adopted kids over them. Even the twins, Carly and Brandy, have had difficulty connecting with Marjorie, who enjoys spending time with her large blended family. Fans noted their absence in a video Marjorie shared showcasing the Harvey family's festive home decor during Christmas. Moreover, the twins are frequently missing from the photos Marjorie posts online with the children. And Lori is often the favorite child who gets whatever she wants. In fact, Steve threatened to cut Lori off, but she just laughed and asked if he could still speak to her. Sources claim that there is some jealousy among Steve Harvey's children, with Lori getting more attention and favoritism from their father. The source noted that Steve has 4 biological children from his previous marriages and 3 stepchildren with Steve's current wife, Marjorie. And this has been causing some tension among the siblings. Although Marcia has quite moved on with her life and raised her children well, Steve abandoning her and the kids when they needed him can never be justified. Let us know your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you go. We'll see you in the next video soon.